All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the series debut of the Sportsman Truck Series here in the Millennium Racing League. We are in for yet an entertaining and hectic Talladega race to start off a brand new series and season tonight. Let me introduce myself for those who do not know me. My name is Xander Zeidel, and I certainly know my way around Talladega. I've had plenty of starts here in plenty of leagues, and this place holds a very dear, special place in my heart as I had my first ever league race win here. But let's not talk about me. Let's talk about this awesome race we have ahead of us today. Some things that are different about this series as opposed to our main series in the Cup end of it on Saturdays. First to note, we don't have any cautions. We don't have cautions here in the Sportsman Truck Series, and that will throw a major wrench into a lot of things, as well as being perfect and not making any mistakes, especially here at Talladega. I want to point out as well is that we have a little bit more racers in the field than what we would have on a Saturday. So this should be yet a fun, entertaining, hectic, and just flat out interesting race that is here for a lot of folks. I want to talk about some numbers. I want to talk about some statistics of this race today. 47 laps. It's a 50% race. That's nearly 24 racers in the 23 racers in the field as well. Pit road speed is going to be 55 miles per hour, and you can go 16 laps on a tank of fuel. Math is certainly in play for tonight, and it will be a factor as you try and be a crew chief at 190. Well, let's talk about a little bit of the starting order right before we get into today's race. Your pole sitter is Zeidel Motorsports' own BK Baronet on the pole. Second place, Story Square. He'll roll off in the 23 truck, and then in third will be a champion of the Cup Series, Hunty, in that 68 car. It's certainly going to be some interesting racing. I don't really have any favorites for tonight. Usually I'll say my favorites, who I think are some great racers in the field, but to be honest with you, I don't really know who's going to be in the field great tonight. Now, it is 7:15, so it is time to get the race underway, everybody. Let me go into Discord and tell them that we are ready. All right, everybody, it is now 7:15. We are going to go. Good luck, everybody. I will be watching. If there's any questions, I'm in the Discord chat. Please let me know. The stream is also up for anyone. Yes, black flags are on. All right, everybody, timer is going. Good luck. All right, I've got the okay to go back in. We have some racing, folks. We have some racing. Now, Talladega is definitely the easier of the two super speedways. I wanted to note on that just a little bit of how we're not starting our series and season debut at Daytona. We are starting it here at Talladega, not Daytona. So the truck series definitely, going to be interesting today. Hopefully I can get in here before they go. Please, please, please. That would be nice. Hello, everyone watching. I hope... Oh, we had... Oh, hold on 1 second. All right, ready? Win for a race today. Hope everyone is ready, and we are green here at Talladega. Well, I don't think we are yet. I think it's having the glitch happen, but we're green. No, we are green. All right, we're green here at Talladega. That inside lane already prevailing as we left the 23 of your second place car, Story Square, right out to dry already. A lot of people weaving back and forth, and we're already starting to form a single file train. BK leading on that inside lane. And with 23 racers in the field, as we have already had a lag out, it looks as though. 23 races in the field. Look at everyone in this truck pack. A lot of talented racers. Here's a look on NASCAR Extreme. Some very highly talented racers in the field looking to make their way up to the Xfinity Series. The lights. Oh, we have some contact right there. I was not able to see who that was. Oh, we have someone going through the grass in the back. Who is that? Who is that going through the grass? Because that will be very costly. Might have been Dakota. Nope, Dakota is lagged out. I'm sorry. Someone is back there. I can't really tell who that is. As not your way to start off the brand new series season, as there is no cautions. You're left out to dry. As we already have the distinct single file line starting to happen here around Talladega. It looked as though it was NASCAR Extreme who was pushed out of line. Dakota lagged out before the start. Yikes. As I'm not sure what happened with Dakota. Unfortunately, we kind of already started. I'm sorry to him. That's already not a great way to start off the season. The 51 ducks onto the apron. He's able to get back up. That was the 51 of Jagger, I believe. Oh, the 94. Kobe's getting pushed underneath by Rambo. Able to save it and still be able to go straight. Luckily, that 34 car of Rambo, unsponsored. The white car, the Chevy Silverado. Here's Jose Protege. He is a champion of the Light Series last season. Here's B. Scholes. This is Ben. Ben making his MRL debut tonight and doing a wonderful job in that 18 truck. His team owner right here, Jagger Tully with Jagger Tully Racing. Oh, we have someone on the pit road, Rambo. Rambo is now on pit road. Let's try and see if we can get to him. There's Dakota. There's NASCAR Extreme by himself. That's unfortunate. Rambo right here. Unfortunately, onto pit road. Not trying to get onto pit road. Unfortunate for Rambo. And, oh, we have some contact. It looks as though there's lag in the back. Lag. I wonder who's lagging back there. Someone's lagging. Wow, there's so many cars in the field. It's so hard to navigate through the menus. Oh, the 20 makes contact. That's pro. Pro hit pace. The 40 is lagging. That is Baseball Freak. Baseball Freak in this back of the pack is lagging pretty severely. Let's hope he doesn't cause any commotion. Here's Loho in the 97. Loho, no stranger to racing in MRL. There's Rambo, the field's going by, off of pit road. Unfortunate start to his season, but still plenty of race left. But with no caution, it's going to be very hard to make up time. Hello, everyone, in the chat. We're here for a brand new series in Millennium Racing League. Hopefully, we are all having a wonderful night. Tell me in the chat, who are you rooting for? I want to know. We have some racing in the back of the pack. Too wide racing. Some people kind of getting out of line. You can see back there. Now, another thing to kind of go with this brand new series and season is the fact of trying to figure out numbers. Drivers will have different numbers. As we look on board with BK, he's leading the field after getting the pole for this race. So the best place to stay out of danger is definitely at the front of the pack, considering that you definitely don't want to be in the middle or the back. This is a great angle right here, looking back from BK's view. Now, some people, oh, it looks as though we had some people kind of get out of line, a little squirrely back there. That happens a lot here. You can see a lot of weaving back and forth. Me and Patton call them, well, at least I call them weeble wobbers. I call them some other stuff too, but that's not appropriate for stream referencing. Here's Mr. Excitement in that 44 truck. Now, we'll showcase a little bit of everybody who is racing right now. Obviously, your top 5 is still kind of the same as it's been since the start of the race. Let's go back on board with BK here. He is still leading this race. And second, you have the 68, who is piloted by Hunty, your Cup Series champion. Behind Hunty is in that 56 car, truck of Tom. Tom racing for Zidal Motorsports, teammates to the 99. That fourth place truck happened to be your outside pole sitter. That is, that Story Square, right there in P4. And then rounding out your top 5 already is the 52 truck of Keith. So an interesting and dynamic top 5 we have already as more racing starts to become, as BK is going to give up the lead. Now, this is very strategical here, everybody. BK, you need to save a little bit of fuel, as I stated previous, that you need to save and make sure that you can go 16 laps every stint in order to make it a two-stopper. Oh, squirrely! We had some contact. Everyone saved it. It looks as though, I'm not sure who made contact there, but luckily everyone able to save it off of turn 2 after some contact. It might have been some lag. It looked like the 13 car of Jose Protege. The 88 up the track on the outside. He'll duck inside. It's so interesting seeing all these trucks and what their strategy is, because there is no cautions. There is no second chance. If you mess up, you mess up. You're kind of out of the race here. It's definitely a dynamic. As hello everyone again that is watching the stream. 10 of you already in here. Swervin' Irvins, thank you, BS. That is what we call him, Swervin' Irvins. Unfortunate that I was not able to hear Dakota or try and see him message me. Unfortunate he's already out of this race, and an awful start to his season, but unfortunately I wasn't able to see that. We might have been able to restart this race. We got some 2-wide racing. There's a 3 truck on that outside lane. He's trying to go somewhere. The 3, obviously, not trying to stay in line. He's trying to go out, and he's trying to go make some moves in the back. The 3 being obviously, a newer racer. I mean, everyone in this field is a new racer, Xander. I can't really say, oh, he's a newer racer. Everyone's new, practically, except for a couple of people. Here's Warren in the 88. Now, I don't know what lap it is. This will be an interesting dynamic to try and figure out, as I did not get an in-race reporter for tonight. Here's Jagger in the 51 pushing BK. Now, I know with this dynamic as well is that teamwork becomes even more of a strategy option that becomes more popular. At super speedways like this, teamwork usually means that you'll get some good finishes. And even without working for your own team, working with other teams, affiliates, and just plain old friends. So Jagger racing right now in this 51 truck has his own team as well that consists of Napier and the 18 truck of B. Scholes, Ben. Checking up in the back, it seems as though someone had hit the apron. It might have been Jose Protege. He'll make sure not to lose the draft, hopefully. Here's Ty in. Ty is pitting. I wonder if that was a scheduled stop or not. Here's Pro Hick Pace Car in the 20. Being pushed along, by the 13 of Jose Protege at the back of this front pack. So we've already kind of dynamicked it out to 2 front packs. There's some more racing. Oh, that's a wreck. Oh, we have wrecking. The big one happens at Daytona. The 20 of Pro Hit Pace Car, he's lagging pretty badly. He's involved in it. The 13 of Jose Protege is involved in it. We still have more wrecking back there. Baseball Freak in the 40 is also involved. IB Theory is also involved in the 87 truck. The 3 is involved. Ty coming off of pit road right here. So that is going to spark a wrench in what you definitely did not want. Definitely not want to start off your season. So unfortunate right there that had happened. So that will probably force another pack to happen. This might work out for them if they're able to stick together and work on trying to make up more time. Obviously, you never want to wreck, but there can be added bonus to it if you're able to line up and push each other correctly. Here's the 94. This is Sunoco Chevrolet. Oh, excuse me, that's actually a Toyota Xander. and sitting very pretty on that inside lane. Everyone's on the inside. This is what we call a train. Surprised they're not running the Dale line, as we call it, running that high side. That can save you a little bit less of fuel, obviously, but as we continue to kind of run single file like this, I wonder how much do you kind of sit in a single file line like this? How much do you go until you get antsy and want to try and make a move like the 88 of Warren's doing on the high side? It's incredibly difficult to just sit in the pack and just be patient, but you kind of have to in order to try and make a race-winning move. As we have, let's do some quick math, Xander. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 drivers in this front pack. Let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, it's 10. Good job, Xander. It's 10 racers in the field right now. That is, well, there's 23 in the field, but there's 10 in this front pack. Is Piper is telling me that we have about 3 laps until pit stops happen. So let's kind of go back. Here's another 2-car pack with Rambo in the 34 and the 24 as well, in that Hooters car, the 24 being Jordan. So they're here together, pushing each other. Directly in front of them is the 13 car of Jose Protege, who was involved in that wreck and happens to just be by himself now. Here's this front pack. Here's Ben. I'm trying to see where kind of everyone is. So here's another pack right here. This is the pack that was involved in that Turn 3 incident that I like to call probably the first big one that we'll have today. That consists of the 3 car, as well as the 87 that happens to be IB3. And the 02 of Napier, he drives for Jagger Tully Racing. Behind them is someone else left out to kind of dry. Not sure who that's Baseball Freak, who does not have any drafting help. So here's Pro. He's was involved in that first wreck, but he was able to kind of keep it going. So he'll fall in the clutches of that little backpack that consists of the leader being Jose Protege. There's Loho in the 97, bright green Chevy Silverado. He's by himself. He'll probably get picked up by a pack later back. The 02 is pitting, so we have some pit stops happening. A lot of people are coming in this time, so let's try and get on board with the leader, Hunty, as he continues to lead. He's leading Tom, who's second, and then third place is 23 of our outside pole sitter. Hunty's in this time, so is Tom. The top 2 in this time, they're signaling with the universal signal to dip down below the backstretch in order to make it so your competitors and fellow racers know that you are indeed heading to pit road. The 20 is also coming in this time. This will be an interesting dynamic to see who pits and how clean it is. So Hunty, very aggressive onto pit road. One of the more aggressive ones. He actually kind of becomes more patient at the end. And we have plenty of trucks pitting, as we also have plenty of trucks not pitting. Now, it's pretty clear-cut what you'll probably do. You'll probably take your 4 tires and maybe try and pull a strategy call on the second pit stop. But for right now, everyone is more than likely going to take 4 tires. But that hands the lead over to the 23 of Story Square, who was the outside pole sitter. He'll get his lap led. It looks as though the 52... also, this entire pack is going to come down and pit. So, 5 extra bonus points for leading a lap, everybody. So that's another thing to add on to strategy here. It's very important that you get laps led. Keith is in that 52 truck, and then directly behind them in the 44 is Mr. Excitement. So they'll come down to pit road this time, and we'll see where they come out compared to the relative of that first little pack that pitted, or the first round of pit stoppers in that first pack. Let's get on board with Hunty. He is going to lead him off of pit road. The 88 of Warren, though, is in front of them. I wonder if he may have gone a lap down or was about to go a lap down. Not sure what happened with Warren, but let's find the relative between Hunty, who is now leading the will come around to probably more than likely take the lead from that 3 little car pack. This is definitely the ultimate strategy and wild card play here. So the 88 will get pushed by Hunty, as we kind of have everyone kind of strung together right now. Again, not sure if this 88 of Warren is the leader or not. Something tells me that he isn't, but I'm not sure who is leading the race. I don't really have a full standings. But here comes the relative. Where does that pack come out compared to this front pack? So they're the three that pitted. They're staying on the apron. A couple of them came up. So this will definitely be swallowed up. So they're definitely going to get swallowed up by this front pack. Hunty made an aggressive 3-wide move there. Beautiful move by one of our Cup Series champions. He goes to the outside again, has no help from anybody. Might even make that. He does. He makes a pass with no help. And just like that, Hunty is back in the lead, but he's got a huge gap on that second place runner of the 23 of Story Square. So he probably will get eaten up alive right now. But, I mean, that's the strategy call you play. This front pack is kind of bulged up together now. Let's see if Story Square decides to make a move. The 88 gets pushed out of line. Let's see if Story Square makes a move. Let's kind of go on board. Nope, he'll stay right behind his good old buddy Hunty. They worked so well together that first stint. As this pack looks as though it has grown a car. Let's look on board from this angle. Your first place runner is that 68 of Hunty. Obviously knows his way around a racetrack here in MRL. You know, plenty of race wins in MRL. Championship to go with it. Especially an Xfinity, Lights Championship as well. Definitely knows his way around MRL, and is one of the more successful racers in MRL, but sadly relegated to this truck series, trying to find his way back up to the Cup Series. He is leading. The 23 of Story Square, right directly behind him, is... there's a little bit of lag from Hunty. Ooh, more lag from Hunty. That's not what you like to see from the leader. That might scare the second place car of Story Square a little. Third place is that 52 car of, as I go to the complete wrong button. That's the 52 that is in third. That is co-piloted. Well, not really co-piloted, but piloted by Keith. In the 54, Tom, right there in the 54. Let's go on board with Tom here. Here's Tommy Boy, racing for Zidell Motorsports. So, you got the 51 directly behind him. That's Jagger. They're good friends. That's rounding out your top 5 at least. And then let's get on board with the 94 of... Please, if I can get to him. There we go. That's Kobe in the 94. He is directly in front of... sitting 7th place, directly in front of 8th place runner BK in the 99. BK behind... Well, behind BK is the 18 of Ben. Ben is having an immaculate race right now, racing for JTR, Jagger Tully Racing. And then behind Ben in that 18 car is the 34, it seems as though. Nope, it's the 44, excuse me. Mr. Excitement's behind him. And then the 88 rounding out this little pack right here, that is Warren. Now that we've got our basis out of the way of who's in this front pack, and they continue to snake continues to kind of push forward here. I'm hearing we have some lag somewhere. Heard we have a second pack lag that has apparently screwed it. Rambo right here is going slow. 24 lagged. So that 24, unfortunately, with the lag, kind of caused the second pack to kind of get strung out. I need to try and find the second pack. It looks as though the 97 Loho was in it. Here's the 24 behind Loho, and that will be a lag incident for the 24 that'll be a lag warning for Jordan. So, continuing to race along here. The 24, Jordan, was given his first lag warning. The first lag warning we've had to give out in the Sportsman Truck Series. So, that is some history. Write that down. That'll be a trivia question in a couple of seasons in advance. Nathan rooting for Hunty in the lead. Nice to see there. Got some people... like BS, who's rooting for Jordan. Dakota was rooting for by Nathan, but unfortunately had that issues on before the even race started, unfortunately. Looking at this big pack right now. Piper is rooting for me. I appreciate it, Piper. I love you, man. Love everyone that's in this chat right now. If you are enjoying this race, give me some feedback. How have you enjoyed the racing so far? What do you think of this Sportsman series, everybody? I want to know some feedback. As we continue to look onto this single file freight train. Continues to just chug along like a choo-choo train, as I would say. The 68 of Hunty continues to lead. And we'll continue to see everyone kind of follow him, save more fuel, and we'll pit more than likely very soon again. You get 16 on a tank, and you can make it a two-stopper if you are able to... you'll be able to have a two-stopper if you can make it the 16 both times. BS saying I'm waiting to see them at Phoenix. I'm definitely excited to see what they can do on a regular racetrack. If I've seen this racing so far, it's been pretty solid here at Talladega, which is one of the more difficult racetracks to get around if you don't know how to plate race. So here's Story Square. He goes high, but he's let back in by the 52 of Keith. So talking about Phoenix, actually, let's talk a little bit about that. After this race right here, we head to Phoenix, like is stated by BS. So we'll go to Phoenix to January 24th, and then after that, we'll go to a road course. We're going road course racing after that at Mid-Ohio. Definitely some great racing that is happening here, and even better racing when we get to some more driver-skilled tracks. Not saying that Talladega is not driver-skilled, because it definitely takes a skilled super speedway racer in order to get around here. We're continuing to kind of watch these guys race around here. And you gotta wonder, with this type of racing and the single file racing, how antsy does someone in second like Story Square get? How long do you go sitting there directly in P2 before you're like, I need to make a move? It's incredibly difficult to sit here in a single file freight train and just kind of save fuel, and I get the eagerness of the 88 back there. I get the pain. It's definitely incredibly hard to do anything when you're just stuck in a single file freight train like this. You get antsy. Someone like me, I've won plenty of times at Talladega, and it's so incredibly difficult to sit here and just completely just sit there. I remember in other leagues, I would sit on my phone while racing single file like this. It got so boring. So eagerness is definitely a thing that we'll be setting in here. Hello, everyone. Hey, Mayo. He's rooting for Hunty. Yeah, it's Xander commentating. Hello. Go to Chaos Crew. We got T-Bird in here as well. We got some Cup veterans in here. It's very nice to see everyone coming on by. And if you're someone that is in this truck field today that is listening currently live or watching it back, hello. Hopefully, I've shouted out your name at least once. Got you some TV time for some sponsors. I know that's what I try and aim for. Oh, thank you, Mayo. I definitely miss racing against you too, sir. It's definitely you're definitely one of my favorite people to race with. Yeah, you definitely need to come back and race again, man. Now that your arm is healed, you gotta come back to racing for sure. We'd love to see you back in MRL. So as we kind of look at this first pack, let's kind of go back. Let's backtrack a little bit and see some other packs that are in this race. The main predominant pack is this big one right here that is caboosed by the 26 of Broadcaster Clay. Obviously not having a race that he wanted, but you could still salvage a great finish out of races like these. He's pushing the 13 of Jose Protege. Directly up in front of them is the 3 and the 87 of IB Theory. This is one pack. Not sure where this pack stands up compared to the running order. Here you have a Lonely Rambo who continues to sit wherever he's positioned at, respectfully, in that 34 white Chevy Silverado. And that's really your packs. I'm not sure you have a Lonely Jordan Jaga. Sad that he has his lag issues that forced some issues earlier, but obviously just the first race. He's got plenty of talent to make it onto the Xfinity Series. Here's another pack. Here is Napier. They got some lag behind Napier. I'm not sure who that car is. That might be the 40. of, it looks as though it is the 40. That is piloted by Baseball Freak. Ty here, by himself as well. He might be on pit road, actually. Here's Pro Hit Pace Car. He's by himself as well. Here's Loho again, just directly in front of Jordan. He's by himself in that bright number 97. So, we're getting down to the second green flag pit stop. Now, we have some discussion on Discord currently as if you're able to make it on one more stop or not. Now, if you're able to save enough fuel, you definitely can. But if not, you're stuck with that one lap. You may run out of fuel, and you may have to pit on that last lap. That would be really bad. Definitely some strategy calls will be played here. Obviously, the worst position to be in right now, and it's weird to say it because it's the best place you want to be at super speedways, is where the leader is. The 68 car, truck, I have to refrain from saying car now. The 68 truck, your leader, Hunty, is in the worst position for the saving fuel. He's burning up the most fuel. He is being that guinea pig, as I say, who is taking one for the team. He is leading this race. He is burning the most fuel. It is definitely not helping his case for trying to make it on one more stop. Now, if he's able to get back in the pack after pitting with everybody, he may be able to save fuel and make it. I'm not sure what the lap is, but I know we are getting close to the second pit stop, so I'd have to figure that we are around the lap of 32. We're getting close to the lap of 32, I would imagine. I'm not sure who is streaming today, so I don't have anyone on board with me. I hope they have been saving the entire time. Piper put some feedback in saying, I wonder if they've been saving the entire time. I hope they have been. If you're a very smart racer, and Piper, you definitely are one of the smarter restrictor plate racers that I have ever been able to share a track with. If I'm the 23, if I'm anyone other than the leader, Hunty, I am saving fuel, no doubt. I am 25% throttle, and I'm just saving as much fuel as possible, because you never know what can happen at Talladega. We've seen some crazy racing, some crazy strategy already today, so definitely one for the ages. Now, we have pit stops. Okay, the 68 of Hunty will peel down below to signify that he is coming in this time, but I think he's the only one pitting. That might be detrimental to Hunty because everyone's been saving off of him. Like we were just talking about, Piper just asked if you think that Hunty was saving. I don't think he was. It's hard to save from that lead. Very difficult. And he is going to peel down, and he'll be the only one to pit. 16 to go. Thank you, Nathan. And he'll be the only one to pit. So he's very close on making it, but he's by himself. That is not going to be good for Hunty. That might end his race if he's not lucky enough. That hands the lead over to Story Square. How much did he save? Does he have enough fuel in order to go around again? Or will they come in this time? Now, if it's 16 to go from Nathan saying, they're all pitting this time. Alright, so Story Square will lead this front pack into pit road. Hunty is streaming. Thank you, Nathan. You're a lifesaver on that one. We're going to witness some green flag pit stops. Now, the first one was amazing from everybody. No questions asked. Let's see if they are able to get on a pit road. No questions asked. No problems. Again, they all peel down. Ooh, they swarm out. Here's Tom. He kind of hits the back. And everyone's able to get on a pit road very smoothly. No issues. Great job by everyone right there. That is showing some immaculate talent right there from our drivers here. It is incredibly difficult to not only have one green flag pit stop here with a pack, but have two that go absolutely near perfect. Good job by everyone in this field today. Now let's see where our good old buddy Hunty is. Here's Hunty by himself, sad and depressed, lonely. Will probably be mad at himself that he was not able to save fuel, but again, nothing he can do. I mean, technically, he was put in the best position possible while leading. So let's see where he will come out compared to the rest of the pack. Now, Nathan, I do have a question for you in the chat. Do you know where is Hunty streaming to? Is he streaming on Twitch or is he streaming on YouTube? That would be nice to know. Thank you very much, sir. You also rooting for Tom. Love to see the sportsmanship. Now, let's see where Hunty comes out compared to this front group. He's going high. A little, so okay, there's the back end of the pack. As long as he can just get back up to the pack in any sort of fashion, then he should be good to go, and he might actually be able to go all the way with this. Now, it might not result in a win right now, but I think a win is not really that much of a deciding factor. Thank you, Mayo, as well, and Nathan, for telling me that Hunty is streaming on Twitch. You guys are lifesavers on that one. Now, he's not able to get to the back of the pack, but is able to catch up to Lonely Mr. Excitement, who lost the draft. So, unfortunate for these two, but if they're able to stick together and have some wrecks happen, you never know what can happen here in the Millennium Racing League. Let's get on board with your leader, who is now Keith! Keith able to take the lead away from Story Square off of the pits. That is going to be huge. That might have won Story Square this race if they're not able to save fuel. That is very, very big, everybody. That might change the complexion of this entire race for everyone. Wow. All right. We have some interesting racing. Now, I finally have a stream up. Thank you to everyone telling me that Hunty is streaming on Twitch. Thank you very much. Now, we only are down to 7 trucks in this lead pack. Your leader right now is the 52 truck of Keith. Here's his backpack. Here's Broadcaster Clay. They kind of caught Loho, and they got Jordan Jaga in there. As well as Jose Protege. They've just been drafting, minding their P's and Q's. There's the 3 truck by himself. Let's take a look at this pack. Who is in this front pack that is going to more than likely be competing for a Talladega race win? Well, your leader is the 52 of Keith. The 23 follows him up right on his tail, right on his back tailgate, as we say. The 23, Story Square. Behind these guys, and third, Kobe. Kobe jumped some spots onto pit road. Nice pit entry by him in order to gain a couple of spots onto pit road and off of pit road. In P4 is that 56 truck of Tom. Let's kind of look on board from Tom, from Kobe looking back at Tom. Tom runs in that P4 position. Behind Tom is his good buddy friend Jagger Tully. This is Jagger in the 51. And behind Jagger is his own team, one of his own employees of his team. That's Ben directly behind him to end off this. Well, actually, no, excuse me. Ben got passed, so that will leave the 99 of BK to get behind Jagger. And 7th place, the caboose of this front lead pack, is 7th place Ben. He's put together quite an amazing race. Wow, we're seeing some great racing here as they all went to the high side. A move for the lead. Let's get on board with Kobe. Kobe goes for the lead. He's got this high side all with him. Tom went with him. They all went to the high side. They left the 52 of Keith and the 23 of Story Square out to dry. And they'll pick up the lead rather easily. It's 5 of them that went to the high side, made the move. 3 people cleared. It was the 94 of Kobe. That now takes over that top spot, leads the lap for the 5 extra bonus points. Tom able to get second out of that. And third place is now Jagger, who benefits probably the most of this. He was just in the caboose of this line, and now he's up to 3rd. Wow, what a move there. Definitely was not seeing that one happening. We got some great racing at this front pack. Now, let's not negate that this front pack isn't the only pack that's here. Obviously, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, as I say. We're getting down to near the end of this race. We are coming to the oh-so-coveted end of the race. This is where you make your money, folks. This is where you make your money as a race car driver and as a truck driver in MRL. You're coming down to the end. This is the most important laps of the race, and Kobe is in a position to get the win. It's 9 to go. 9 to go. We're going. Kobe still continuing to lead. Now let's take a moment from this front pack to kind of look at some other packs. So here's Rambo. He's kind of stuck here with the 40 and the O2 of Napier. They're kind of just doing their own thing. Not sure what position that's for. And then here's this main other pack that is consisting of the 97 of Loho, the 13 of Jose Protege, the 26 of Broadcaster Clay. They go and make a move on Loho. Not sure if Loho is for position. There's Warren in this pack as well, and Jordan Jaga. Now let's get back to this main pack. This is what you came here to see. You came here to watch a race for the win. This front pack is going to be tough. It looks as though the 52 of Keith lost the draft, or he's very close to losing it. And the 23, not the 23 of Story Square. Story Square was just leading this race. He's lost the draft of this lead pack. Oh, with just only 8 laps to go, that's awful. He loses the main pack, and he'll drift back in the clutches of Mr. Excitement and Hunty. Wow, some drama there. Let's get on board with this front kind of 3. We're on board with Tom now. Tom pushing the 94 of Kobe. This is going to be some interesting racing. You have all variety of teams up here as the 52 of Keith is still able to stay in this lead pack. You got some different teams kind of going on. Tom is in second place with Kobe right in front of him. Jagger as well in third. They all 3 are in a party together. They're all working together, whether they're on the same team or not, because all 3 of these folks right here are not on the same team. They're just helping each other out. Jagger Tully Racing is also in this pack with Ben, so that's another ally to Jagger as well. Jagger, though, is racing for not his own team. He's racing for... I'm not sure what team he's at. I don't think he's actually racing for his own team. That's very interesting statistic right there. The 94 of Kobe is leading this race. Kobe is on purple and white. The 56 of Tom in second is a part of Zidell Motorsports. So, some interesting dynamics in the team department here. So, it looks as though it kind of split into 2 3-car packs now. Still 1 pack, but 3 different kind of philosophies here. So, Tom is pushing Kobe. Kobe, they'll go around the 87 to put him a lap down. Let's try and get on board with Kobe, because he is the leader. Wow, there's so many drivers in the field, as you can see. Kobe is the leader. We're coming down to the end of the race. This is where you make your money. I told Jagger he is fired if he doesn't win, so he's got to be on a team for sure. I'm definitely excited to see who will make the first move. And let's see if Jagger gets fired tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Some high stakes on the line for Jagger, because if he doesn't win, Piper just said in chat, he's done. He's gone. That was 5 to go right there. 5 laps to go here at Talladega in the series season opener. It's going to come down to maybe a last lap pass. We got some high side action. Looks as though the 99 of BK goes high. He's pushed by the 52 of Keith. They're not able to make up any spots, and Keith will get a spot actually from BK, but BK more than likely will just fall in line at the back of the pack behind Ben. We're coming to 4 to go. It's true, Brandon says. Well, if he gets fired, that's a damn shame, I guess. As this is kind of that second pack right now. It's formed up with Story Square and all them, but we're not focused about that. 4 to go here at Talladega. Will a move be made by Tom? Will a move be made by Jagger? Will the move be made by Keith? Oh, they checked up major hardcore. They're swerving Irvins everywhere. Keith goes to the high side, not able to make the move. 99 of BK goes up high. He's let back in front of Keith and of Ben, of course. We're going to have a good old-fashioned dogfight for a Talladega win, everybody. 6 racers in this first pack. This is the pack that is going for a race win. The real dynamic now, too, add this little wrench into it. Can they all make it on fuel? Kobe's been leading this pack for the majority of the time, taking it away from Story Square. And Keith, can the 94 of Kobe make it to the end of the race? It's 3 to go at Talladega. Still all running the bottom, single file. Not coming off that yellow line, they're swerving Irvins. 99 of BK backs up. He's going to try and pull a draft off of Jagger and probably go high. Ooh, they went below the apron. I wonder if they're pitting. I don't think they are. I hope not. Here goes BK. He went to the high side. He's making a move. He's got Keith with him. Able to get all the way to the side of Tom, who's in second place before his run stalls out. Keith will duck in line. And, oh, the 51 of Jagger comes back up. He's able to save it. That pushed the 18 of Ben out of line. Still able to stay in this front pack. Luckily, the 34 Rambo pits to get out of the way thanks to him. But that will split up the pack. The first pack is now split. We have three packs right here in the top 9 positions. Which threesome, that sounds wrong, will get it done today? 2 to go here at Talladega. They become a 6-car pack again. We've come into orangey now. Someone low. That's the 40. So fuel should not be an issue here, from what I have been told in the chat. So we're going to have a good old-fashioned dogfight. Best car wins it. A little bit of lag from BK. No harm, no foul. So this pack has now turned into a 5-car pack, but Ben is still back there looming. He just has to get his run. Again, here comes where you make your money. We're coming to the white flag. Again, we say it at every Talladega race. The finish line is not until the end. It's not in the... Oh, we have a wreck. Ben's around. He's hit out of line by BK. We have 1 lap to go here at Talladega. Will it be Kobe? Will it be this high side? They went to the high side. Oh, we have more contact. The 52 of Keith gets into the side of the second place runner of Tom. He's able to stay in line. Jagger's backing up. Will Jagger make a move? He will make a move. They'll go to the outside. There's contact. The 51, the 94, side by side. Jagger has no help on the high side. The 94 of Kobe has the 52 to help him. Tom goes to the high side with Jagger. It'll be a drag race. They make contact for second. They're 3 wide for third. The third place car will be BK. He makes a move to the outside. He's got to run. He's got Tom on the outside. Who's going to win the race? More contact is made. Coming to the start-finish line. The 94 of Kobe gets it done at Talladega. The Sunoco Toyota Tundra gets it done with a little bit of a photo finish, a little bit of beating and banging. Everything came down to the end. They put their hearts on the line, and Kobe gets it done in the first ever Sportsman Truck Series race. An incredible finish for the ages that will never be forgotten. The only thing I can say is wow. Incredibly challenging of a race. Interesting. I wonder who is in the top 3, who won. I know who won the race, obviously. Kobe obviously able to win. I have to remind them that I need full results. I need full results, by the way. Great racing, everybody. Good job at the end, everyone. As we have witnessed history, ladies and gentlemen. You witnessed the 94 car of Kobe coming out here and getting it done. Oh, we have to do the BS, like, we have to do the patent line. If I could get full race results, that'd be fantastic. I did it. I did the line. Now, I don't know who finished on the top 3. All I know is that the winner of this race is the 94 truck. Wow. As you know, if you have been around to watch a little bit of MRL racing in the different series, we interview the top 3 as well as your race winner. I can't get results from Hunty Stream. Thank you, Mayo. I didn't think about that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I need full results. I don't know who won. Oh, I know who won. That's the basic one. Yeah, let's get these guys in here. Wow. Awesome racing at the end, everybody. Some people's definitely got their hearts broken, their feelings hurt, but beating and banging in a Talladega race win on the line, it's going to come down to everything they've got. So who finished in the top 3? I know that the winner of this race is Kobe, but who finished second and who finished third? Anybody? All right, we figured out who got the top 3 things, guys, in the comment section. I was so focused on such an incredible race all around. We have gotten our top 3, our race winner being Kobe, and then P2 being Keith, and then P3 being BK. We'll get them into the booth. We'll get some interviews for those guys who race their tail off, or in this case, their tailgate off, in order to race win, as my PlayStation is continuing to act very slow. I am not able to do that because my PlayStation is not working. Get some people up in the booth. Wow, this is great. If Nathan, if you're still in here, if there's any way that you can make a party chat that includes the top 3 and myself, that would be awesome, because my PlayStation is sadly not wanting to cooperate with me right now. Technical difficulties for sure. Now, this segues into something that I like to do whenever I do race broadcasts. I want to give a driver of the day. Now, the driver of the day doesn't necessarily have to be the race winner. It just has to be someone who I believe deserves to be, like I said, driver of the day. As I think I'm able. Okay, I was able to get a party started. Now I just need to get people in here. I'm trying. Oh, Nathan was able to. Okay, great. Thank you, Nathan. You are a lifesaver, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nathan, again. I can't seem to... My friends list will not load for me. Is there any way that you can add them into... Is there any way that you can add the top 3 into this party as well? Okay. Because, again, my PlayStation is acting up very strangely.
If I have one was Keith.
Keith, Kobe, and BK. As that was such an entertaining race for sure. Wouldn't be a race if we didn't have any technical difficulties. And I got to do the signature patent line. All right, Keith is in here. That's a start. We got 1. Now we need the other 2. They're here. It's if you go in the Discord, it's Baronate, and you have Baronate, okay, and then we have Kobe as well. I need to get Kobe in here. I forget what Kobe's PSN is. I think it's Kobe. Thank you. That is what it is. There's BK. And now all we need is our race winner. Yeah, it's Kobe _gamer _18 YT.
Got him.
You got him?
Yep.
All right. we should be able to get going here. But before we get into the race interviews, like I was saying before, I want to get into my driver of the day. Now, my driver of the day does not necessarily have to be the race winner. It can be anyone who I feel put in the most work, might have put in the most effort in order to gain themselves more positions. Today, my driver of the day is actually going to go to our race winner, in Kobe, who was able to win from, just being near damn perfect. But let's get into our interviews. We'll start first with our third place finisher, then go and work our way up from second, and then obviously P1. So we'll ask the age-old patent question that I was looking forward to ask since he asked me if I wanted to do this. BK, how are you doing today, sir?
Good, how are you?
Great. I just watched a pretty interesting Talladega race, to say the least, with no cautions, with no nothing. My first question, I'll probably ask the other two as well, is how does not having any cautions throw a factor into how you race at Talladega?
Well, it makes it worrisome to be behind certain people because they'll lag. Add fuel mileage into the question, it makes it more difficult. So it's more about, I guess it kind of helps the situation because you're not bumper to bumper. It's a bit stressful, but if you know you're in a good spot for a while, you should be comfortable and not have to worry about any like huge lag spikes from someone random.
Well, that is a very good point to make, is lag, as with this you have to be nearly perfect, especially at a super speedway race, in order to pick up even a top 5, as we just saw there, with the front pack only being about 6 trucks at the end of it. That kind of plays a role with the no cautions thing, but also pit road plays a big factor in trying to be perfect as well. Do you kind of become antsy with pit road, or maybe just staying single file the entire race, being cautious? Do you just become antsy and overexcited?
I think it all depends on who you are and how you're entering the race. I knew this race was going to be like this, since the preseason race, so I was kind of mellowed out. I let everyone else zoom it into pit road. And, for the most part, everyone around me was pretty cautious entering the pits, so that helps with me entering the pits so I don't, hit someone and bounce off of them and screw our races over.
Well, you said it best, not screw your race or other people's races up. So, again, congratulations on your third place finish today in the inaugural race at Talladega and in the Sportsman Truck Series as well. Thank you, sir. Now, let's get into our second place finisher, who, to be honest with you, raced a very, very, very great race. I was very impressed by you today, Keith. How are you?
We're doing good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. Again, after that incredibly great racing with that front pack, beating and banging. Did you expect to see yourself up here in the top 5 and even, to get a top 3 and get second today?
Yeah, and I honestly was just hoping for a top 10 run. And then everything just kind of worked out.
Worked out, yes it did. It definitely did work out for you. A second place finish, obviously one short of first, but a second place finish to me, if I got a second place finish, I'd be pretty dang happy, especially at Talladega. Now, I asked this question to BK. How does no cautions play a factor into how you race at Talladega?
You got to limit your mistakes, and you got to be careful with cars around you. If you can do that, you're usually okay.
And, well, you seem pretty okay today with that fast 52 car truck, actually. Excuse me. I'm going to have to correct myself every time. I'll have one final question for you, and I'll let you kind of soak in this top 3 finish here. How will it feel for you if you can make it into the Xfinity Series? I know this is definitely, or the Light Series, excuse me. I know it's that uphill battle, sort of like a minor leagues in baseball, where you work your way up with their talent and your hard racing. Do you see yourself making it to that Light Series? Because I definitely could see you there.
I could see me there. I just got to hope things play out right and see what happens.
And we will see for sure. Thank you, sir, for the interview. Second place for you. Congratulations on that. That's a big way to start off the season.
Yeah, thank you.
And then finally, the man of the hour that we all got to witness make some pretty great moves for a win, make some pretty good passes as well. Not the easiest race win I've ever seen in my life, for sure. How you doing, Kobe?
I don't know about you, man, but I'm pumped. I'm feeling good.
And you should be feeling good. A race win, that's pretty remarkable. Now, again, I'll ask the same question. I'll be repetitive. As I kind of, I don't have someone to click on. I guess I'll just kind of keep scrolling through. How does racing at Talladega with no cautions become, like, what do you do? Do you just kind of sit there?
Well, not necessarily, but you gotta just be careful with your runs and how you race, because with the no cautions, one mistake and there goes everything out the window. So you just gotta be careful with your moves, who you work with, etc.
Exactly. Now, a first place finish at Talladega is very, very impressive. Probably more impressive than getting it somewhere like Las Vegas. It's a lot of talent in order to go out and win at Talladega races. How are you, are you looking forward to next week at Phoenix? Are you going to be someone to look out for there?
That I am not sure of, but I'm really hoping the rest of the season goes just like this, where we have great races and possibly contend for more wins.
And contend for more wins is definitely what a lot of people want in this field. But we have some bragging rights here. You have the most bragging rights in the field. You are the first and so far only winner in the Sportsman Truck Series. So that's definitely, like I said before, a trivia question a couple of seasons down the road. Who won the first ever Sportsman Series truck race at Talladega? I'll leave you with one final question since you are our race winner. I'll give you a little extra, I guess. Does this carry momentum for the rest of the season?
I'm hoping so. I came into this league like a couple weeks ago, like around the start of the new year, and I was like, I'm hoping this will be a good season, but seem to have a little bit of mic issue. I think we're good now.
There we go.
But I came into this league and was looking for new ones around the time of the new year, and I was like, I'm gonna give this a try. And the preseason race really helped out, especially with the 56 and all the guys with him just helping out and with pushing and stuff. Mic issues again. Don't know what that problem is. We'll carry on with it. But I'm really hoping this will carry momentum into the rest of the season.
Well, it is a long season awaiting all of us. Now, congratulations to you, sir, on your first place finish. It's definitely one of the races that I will always remember watching. It was very entertaining, sir. With that, the one final question for everybody that is in here, even Nathan if he wants one. Any final words, any shout-outs to anybody, any sponsors anyone wants to say?
I mean, I guess I'd say just a 56 truck. Like, he's, like, during preseason testing, him and I were working pretty well together. And when I joined the preseason race, I knew almost no one. But me and him, like, clicked almost instantaneously. And we've just worked pretty well together throughout, like, the whole Talladega with preseason and then today.
And that's Tom in the 56. Anyone else have any final words?
I just want to thank my teammates and my team, Chaos Crew, and Story Swag.
Yes, they all some great guys that were in the field helping each other out. Great teamwork there. BK, you got any final words?
Let's go win Phoenix.
I like that right there. All right, everybody. With that, that will be the inaugural race here at Talladega in the Sportsman Truck Series race. I was really hoping one of you would say that your truck was as fast as Xfinity Internet, because if anyone knows me, that is my line. But for old time's sake, I'll pull the old patent. I've always wanted to do this. Everyone have a wonderful night, and I will see you all next week at Phoenix. Hopefully you guys are ready for that. Peace, everybody.